The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with another t-shirt collection video, and as usual, we got my wife, Angie. Angie, thank you for coming.
I'm here.
How are you enjoying this look back through your laundry?
Good times.
Good times, great times, fun times. Got my Dolly shirt on. You got your Iron Maiden shirt on. I feel like we should almost switch shirts. But very, very cool. Very cool shirt there. I like what I see. I like what I see. You're ready for summer, it looks like. But let's dive in. Of course, we've been going through my entire t-shirt collection one by one. Not sure how many videos this is going to take, but this is the third installment here. And we're going to go through them one after another. That's just how we're going to do it, just like the other two videos. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's dive into the t-shirts. First one here, a bit of a deep cut band, but a band I really, really did enjoy. Unfortunately, the band is no longer there, as Mark the Shark did pass away, lead singer of Manila Road. Definitely a deep cut band, a heavy metal band that has a lot of an underground champion. To the underground metal scene, they're very similar to like an Iron Maiden and a Judas Priest and a Black Sabbath. Just a huge, huge name for underground heavy metal in Manila Road. One of the all-time greats. A very cool shirt. Happy I got to see them a couple of times in concert over the years. And very fitting, I think the first time or second time I saw them was at this event. It was the Legions of Metal concert. It was in Chicago. It's a festival that's in Chicago every single year. And that's where I did see them. Saw Armored Saint, Ross the Boss, Diamond Head, Broke His Helmet, a lot of bands I've seen at the Legions of Metal. So Legions of Metal, a great show. Check that one out if you're in the Chicago area or not. Drive like me. There you go. Talked about this band a little bit in the last video. We're going to talk about them again here. Iced Earth, a favorite of mine from the 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, something like that. But absolutely loved Iced Earth. It's unfortunate that I don't think we'll get any more Iced Earth, but very cool. Days of Purgatory album cover shirt, very awesome. And the hits keep on coming. Another band I absolutely do love, Anthrax, an all-time great band. I love them with John Bush. I love them with Joey Belladonna. I, like a lot of people, do prefer the Belladonna years, but I love John Bush too. I love Armored Saint, but very, very cool, very iconic, and a band I've seen, gosh, probably 15 times over the years, old Anthrax. So there you go. Oh, one of my all-time favorite bands that just didn't make it very far. They had about three albums back in the day, 2 albums. Something like that. Boogie Tell You Barf, Gypsy Hawk, a great one. Check out the second Gypsy Hawk album if you've never heard it. It'll change your life. Man, Eric Harris, where are you? He did start a band called Gygax. That's kind of dormant now. I miss Eric Harris. A very cool, Thin Lizzy-like sound. Absolutely awesome. Boogie Tell You Barf. I agree.
That's trademarked. You really should do it.
There you go. That'd be a good one. Maybe I can get a t-shirt that says Boogie Tell You Barf. Night Demon, no strangers to these videos. I got a ton of Night Demon shirts. That's the old Black Widow from one of their singles off their album. Very cool. Black Widow. It is Night Demon. Oh, the all-time great. One of the greatest of all time. One of the greatest ever. Ronnie James Dio. If you don't have a Dio shirt in your collection and you're a heavy metal fan, what are you doing? What are you doing? How do you look yourself in the mirror? Holy Diver, there it is. But Dio, an all-time great. We rock, really, at the end of the day. Dio, so underrated. And we did do a top 5 Metallica video on the channel. I would love to do a top 5 Black Sabbath or maybe a Dio top 5 because those Dio Sabbath albums, absolutely game changers. They are right up there for me. Absolutely love Dio, all things Dio. There you go. We continue on. Born to Rock, Oakland, California's own Y&T. That's the back there, the front's there. Y&T used to be Yesterday and Today, but I love Y&T. I saw them a couple of times. I think I saw them both times in Madison, Wisconsin on work travel trips. But Y&T, an all-time great. One of those bands that could have been a lot bigger that just never kind of got over the hump. But if you know Y&T, you definitely know Y&T. So there you go. Next up, an old favorite, of course, a band I have many a shirt from. It's the traditional Motorhead shirt, this time in red. Trying to get a little color variation in my Motorhead wardrobe, so a very cool one. I think you have that identical shirt as well in red, so we should wear it. We should have worn it in the same video. Maybe we will later in this video.
It's extremely small.
Oh,
it's a pre-baby shirt.
Let's fit into it. You can do it. But looking good. There it is. Old
You probably
Motorhead.
have the most Motorhead shirts, don't you think?
I don't know. We'll see.
We haven't come across that many.
We haven't come across too many Motorheads, so we'll probably get to them later. Oh, another one from the 2015 tour, Night Demon. Love the Night Demon album covers. Love their t-shirt artwork. Very much like Iron Maiden. They always just really look cool. They look awesome all the time. I'm a sucker for a Night Demon shirt. If they make a shirt, I'm going to buy it most likely. So there's another one for part of the collection. And the hits keep on coming. Got another Night Demon shirt. Beautiful one from their last album as we're filming this one here. Very, very cool album. Very good album. Love the yellow and black attack on this one. So a little Night Demon action coming at you right here. So there you go.
I can't see whatever it's centered.
Next up, a band that we used to go see all the time back in the day, the old Poop Ship Destroyer. Old Ween. Ween is a favorite band of mine, especially back in the 90s. I see them all over the Midwest into the 2000s. They don't tour like they used to, but they did announce a tour this summer. I'm going to try to see them either in Minneapolis or Kansas City. But Ween, one of the great bands, very underrated band as well. So there it is, the old Poop Ship Destroyer. Now we turn our attention over to the old weapon, Weapon X. Wolverine, of course, we all remember that. I don't remember where I got this shirt, but very iconic, of course, if you're a Wolverine fan, especially back in the day. The old Weapon X look that he used to share back in the day. Oh, we continue on with one of my favorite, probably my favorite Anthrax shirt I own. It's got the Knot Man there climbing the, is that Statue of Liberty, isn't it? No. Empire State Building. There you go. Yeah, I knew I was somewhere in the vicinity. But the Knot Man looking good. Looking awesome. Anthrax. I always love the yellow and black attack. A little blue in there. Just a very cool shirt. I'm here for that one. Now we continue on. A little bit more Motorhead. Now this is, we're going to see a lot of similar Motorhead shirts here. This is Motorhead, and this is Deutschland, I think it says. Instead of, it says, yeah, Deutschland right there. But this is the Born to Lose, Live to Win shirt collection from 2014. Every country, I think, that was in the World Cup that year, they made a shirt for. And, of course, Kyle, I said, I'm going to get every single one. So I did. So this is the Deutschland one, as you can see right there. So very cool, different take on the Motorhead classic design. And speaking of Motorhead, here's another one. This is a little bit blingy. This looks like something... What?
Fancy.
This looks like something one of the people from the Jersey Shore show would wear. Like, they'd go out clubbing and they wouldn't know what Motorhead is and say, I've never heard of it, but I like the shirt. And they're trying to get street cred when they don't have any at all. That's what this reminds me of. But I could wear this because I obviously like Motorhead. But this is like a fashionable Motorhead shirt, which is, I don't know, some people might say, is that an oxymoron? I don't know, but it's not for me. It's not for me. How about Mastodon, a band I saw many, many times over the years. Mastodon's still doing their thing. You would probably never know it's a Mastodon shirt, but it is from Mastodon, probably 2009, 2010, something like that, from, I think, Sandstone Amphitheater, I think is where we saw that show. So there you go. Very cool blue, a little bit different, breaking up the monotony of all the black. We continue on, another hard-working band, another band that just had an album come out 2 weeks ago called Scorched. Overkill, of course, the thrash pioneers, really the defining thrash pioneers out of kind of the New York area, New Jersey area, actually. I guess Anthrax and them would be the two, but that's the East Coast thrash. Everybody loves that. And I think this is from Lawrence, Kansas, isn't it? Yep, Lawrence, Kansas, November 7, 2013. Oh, I'll never forget that night. Maybe I will, but I do remember it, going to the Granada Theater on Main Street down there at Lawrence. I think I got some pizza as well, pizza slice after the show. Man, oh man, time. What is it? Motorhead, the Ace of Spades, another classic Motorhead design. I wouldn't say classic, but a classic album, of course, Ace of Spades. That's what most people know Motorhead from, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending who you ask. But a very cool one. Born to Lose, Live to Win, once again, with Motorhead. We're getting to a lot of Motorhead shirts here. Who wears short shorts? Oh, Lemmy wears short shorts. Very cool. Always love this one. Of course, this was from a studio. Had his Daisy Dukes shorts going on. Lemmy, just a fashionista. What a fashionable dude.
Ew.
I'm here for it all day long. Oh, you'd be all over it. Very cool. And then just another plain Jane Marvel shirt. Not a lot about that one. How about this one? The old Austin Facial Hair Club. Austin, Texas. You guys know I love me some facial hair. I'm not as wild in my facial hair choices as I used to be in my youth. I used to like to get the old Raleigh fingers going up from time to time. Some crazy stuff. Now I've pretty much just locked into a beard. But maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll get a mustache one of these days. Who knows? But very cool there. Mastodon, a little Halloween shirt. I bust this out every single Halloween. It's a Halloween-inspired Mastodon shirt. Very, very cool. You can see the pumpkins down there looking nice. Looking cool. There it is, man. I believe this glows in the dark as well. Even cooler. Even cooler.
Her booty throws.
Another Clutch shirt there. Of course, the classic Clutch logo on the front. Album or tour dates on the back. Looking good. Clutch, of course, I've said, one of my all-time favorite bands. Speaking of all-time favorite bands, there it is. Final Curse Tour 2016. Night Demon. I think I saw him in Kansas City and Chicago on that tour, if I'm not mistaken. But very cool classic Night Demon shirt from way back in the day. Looking good. And now a very controversial shirt. Everybody always says, what is on this shirt? UFO, a band I absolutely do love. It is the Forset album cover. Back in the day, UFO, Scorpions, a lot of bands. Pink Floyd used Hypnosis as their album art designer. It's just a very interesting one there. So it is Forset. Who's the girl? Who's the guy? Are they two girls? I don't know what's going on there. There's a lot going on, but it is Keyhole. We're spying in. But UFO, all-time classic band, of course. Speaking of another band we talked about, I think, in the last video, Elm Street. Shout out to Australian metal Elm Street. Freddy Krueger right there on the front. I did see them, I think, in Des Moines and Lincoln back in the day. So very cool to see Elm Street here. U.S. Tour 2015. How about that? Looking good. I don't know what's on Freddy Krueger's fingers there. It looks like he's got marshmallows. That's almost what those look like. I guess coming out of his hat, I guess.
A corpse or something.
Yeah, there you go. All right, another great one here. Megadeth, I believe. This was back in the Megadeth Cyber Army days. I'm part of the Megadeth fan club. You got a shirt every single year. That was the shirt of 2013, 10 years ago. Can you believe that? Where has the time went? But, of course, Megadeth looking really good. Got old Vic Rattlehead as Uncle Sam. Here for that. We continue on with a little bit more Zach Sabbath. I talked about those 14 shows in a row. I picked up that shirt on that tour as well. Very cool. It was Zach Wilde doing all Black Sabbath covers in his style. A very cool tour with Clutch on board as well. So very awesome to see that. In the home stretch, got like 5 shirts left in this video. Skeletor, classic one. You see me wear that in a lot of my Masters of the Universe videos. Absolutely love old Skeletor, and that's a classic Skeletor design. Hits keep on coming. One of my favorite Iron Maiden shirts I own is the old Peace of Mind album cover. Boy, that'd be a good top 5 on the channel. Top 5 Iron Maiden album covers of all time. That would be a very tough one to decide, but Peace of Mind would definitely be somewhere on that list for me. So very cool shirt there. Now we're going to go back to, once again, Son of a Plumber, Dusty Rhodes. It amazes me how many Dusty Rhodes shirts I got. And I think this was like a Pro Wrestling Tees box or something like that is where this one came from. But it is old Dusty there. Another classic Dusty cover of a shirt. Sure. There you go. Here comes the Axe. Here comes the Smash. We're Demolition. But there it is, Axe and Smash, Demolition. Of course, another great tag team of my youth. You guys know I'm a sucker for face paint. Denim, leather, studs. Brought us all together. Absolutely love Axe and Smash. We need some Axe and Smash figures in the Elite line. I hope one day, somehow, we can make that happen again. We'll see what happens. Getting down to the home stretch, 2 left. We got my boy Walter, back when he was Walter. I saw Walter versus PCO at a local indie show way back in the day before Walter went to the WWE and stuff like that. Absolutely a game changer, possibly the best match I ever saw live in person. Absolutely did love that. And Walter is just an absolute animal, a total beast, looking really nice. There it is, Walter. And the final one, another band from California, Ex Mortis. They got a new album coming out as well, so check out Ex Mortis if you're not familiar with them. Absolutely love that shirt as well. You can't go wrong with like Vikings and skulls and stuff like that on a t-shirt. Just playing all the hits is what that one is. So there it is. That's the last shirt for this video here. Angie, thank you once again for enjoying and joining me in this video adventure. Any thoughts on any of these shirts? Did you see a favorite? Was there a favorite there for you? I don't think there was.
Nothing stood out to me.
They're all your favorites. Like picking between your children. Oh, that's your favorite? It's like picking between your children. You love all of these shirts so much. I get it. I understand it. But there it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Of course, every like this one gets Angie a Chipotle quesadilla. Yes, a quesadilla from Chipotle. She loves them. Those are her favorites. So we'll see what happens there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Angie, thank you for coming once again. And we'll be back with another t-shirt video, so make sure you do subscribe, like I said. So for Angie, my wife, yes, it's true, I have a wife. I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.